Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Caster's Cast. I'm your host Doug Coleman, and I'm here today with a special guest. We got Luis Perez, the person that won first place at Long Beach tournament. How are you doing, Luis?
Doing good. How are you doing today?
I'm excited to be chatting with you. The most exciting thing that I learned about your deck is that it's Frost, and I feel like for the longest time, Lightning was on top of the meta. I actually interviewed Meta Kai, and man, just I was thinking to myself, one of my last questions for him was, "What do you think will top Lightning?" And who would have thought it'd be Frost? Apparently you. So I have a bunch of questions for you, but first and
Yep.
foremost, what drew you to MetaZoo?
Oh, drew me to MetaZoo. So one of my friends tried getting me to play beginning of this year, and when I first looked at it, I was like, "This kind of it looks a little weird to me.
You're
Not
not the
used to
first
it,
one
you know."
to say
Yep.
that.
I feel like it's the same for a lot of people. Where it's just like it doesn't look that enticing.
Fair.
And then he showed me the Dallas prize pool, and
Oh
because he,
yeah.
he knows how to get my attention, so.
Yeah, right. That's fair. Oh man.
So he showed me the Dallas prize pool. I was like, you know what? I'll give the game a shot. I'll do it.
Yeah.
So I went to my local game store, Dr. Cards and Gaming,
Oh
and
nice.
that's where it all started. I asked him to build me the best deck. He built me the water deck at the time because this
Oh
was right
nice.
before Wilderness came out, and it's been going from there.
That's so
And
cool.
honestly, the game grew on me.
That's amazing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I bought cards from Dave, if I'm not mistaken. That's the name of the
Yep.
guy that runs Dr. Cards. That's so cool. But so that being said, is that like your local scene in that area?
Yeah,
Cool. So
that's where I go to play MetaZoo.
that's really cool. So that being said, when did you get involved? Was it more or less like first edition, like Nightfall time, or you're not really sure of the time frame?
It was right before Wilderness
Right before
dropped.
Wilderness? Okay, sweet.
Yeah, so I got to play Frog. I got to enjoy Frog for maybe like 2, 3 weeks
That's
before
fair.
the Beast
But
came.
yeah, that's reasonable. Do you have any local cryptids up where you are? And that's like Connecticut, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes, I believe we have the Blockheads.
Ooh, okay, very
Um,
cool.
I believe we have the Blockheads if I'm not
We don't
mistaken.
have a MetaZoo card representing them yet, do we? Or do we?
Oh, I think we do. I think
Oh,
they came out this past set
that
in
makes sense. That
UFO.
that would probably be why I missed that.
Yes,
But okay, well then that all being said, what's your favorite beastie?
my favorite Beastie. Probably Omni That's why
Yeah, I could
we
understand
are
that.
where we are.
Very cool. Well, do you also have any competitive background in other games, other TCGs, or is MetaZoo more or less like your first game?
So I would say the other game I played most competitively was Yu-Gi-Oh,
Okay,
and I played that since I was a kid. Pokemon and
nice.
Yu-Gi-Oh, but more so Yu-Gi-Oh. Yu-Gi-Oh is when I started playing in tournament scenes. Then the game started going into a very like kind of toxicy like solitary trend where it's like
Oh no.
I'm gonna make an unbreakable board on turn one. Are you able to stop me? No, it's kind of GG, and I
Yeah,
didn't really like where it was going.
that's understandable. So what? Let's walk through your experience at Long Beach. What was your day like? If I'm not mistaken, it was a 2 day experience. So how many wins did it take to get to day two, and how did you fare? Did you come across any decks that surprised you?
All right. So Long Beach, I believe there were 8 rounds, day one, and I believe your record for guaranteed top had to be 7-1-1, which is 7 wins, one loss, one draw.
Okay,
That was my record at the end of the tournament.
nice.
And I believe one or two X2s topped as well, since it was only top eight.
Okay.
In terms of like very surprising decks, I honestly wasn't really surprised by anything. I'm pretty sure I called the meta pretty well, like right on the spot. So I was honestly ready for everything.
Nice. What was your closest matchup, would you say?
My closest matchup, I would have to say my close. So out of the event, I lost to Ricky. He was playing Lightning. Game one, he drew the nuts. Game two, I got Aura starved, and it was just kind of too late for me to catch back up. So it's kind of hard to gauge that game. I would say the next game would be Critters. He brought me to game three, but game three, I drew my tech card for her Critters, which were the bunnies,
Ooh,
the
nice.
explosive
I
rabbits.
saw your deck tech. That was so cool. We're gonna have a link in the description for that. Super cool deck.
But I would say that was the closest. I honestly only went 2 games with everybody else.
Oh wow, that's crazy. So, and speaking of that deck tech video, I saw all the holographic Ami cooks. What would you say is like your chase card? Because I'm assuming now that you have a playset of them, is there anything else that catches your eye?
Right now, I promised some friends that if I did well at Long Beach, I'd start picking up the box topper frost auras.
Ooh, nice. Oh my
And
God. That'd be the flex.
I, I kind of shot myself in the foot for doing well at Long Beach, and now it's like the box toppers went up, so
Oh
I'm
yeah.
slowly collecting those.
Oh dude, that's awesome. But what would you say is the best card you've pulled from a pack?
The best card I've pulled from a pen. Oh, that's a hard one.
That's
I
fair.
can't really let's see. I've opened a lot of product. I'd say honestly, recently it'd probably just be Pomola because I
Ooh,
was
nice.
very excited for Pomola to come out. So to pull like full hollow Pomola just felt really nice
Oh
because
yeah.
it's just like he's finally here. We finally have the guy we
Flying
need.
spirit. Oh man, what a great beastie. Absolutely love it. So now that we've talked about your success with Frost, do you foresee Frost staying at the top of the meta for a while now? I mean, Icy Path, Alaskan Vortex, we got some really powerful spells in there. What would you think has the most potential to dethrone Frost now that that's on top? So it seems.
So I think the meta is going to be kind of like a circle. So it's going to be like fire beats frost, frost beats lightning and water, lightning and water beats or lightning beats water beats cosmic. I think it's just going to be kind of like a circle like that,
Yeah.
where it's just like there's going to be a very diverse meta because top eight was pretty diverse. I believe there were two or three lightning decks, two cosmic, two fires, the frost deck. So um, I think the meta is going to be pretty diverse and it's just going to be kind of like a rock paper scissors
Yeah.
format.
That's what I really love about this game is just like all the possibilities, and now knowing that we have like prism auras and stuff, the ability to kind of do multi colored decks, it's going to be super exciting. And then I also see that in Seance, we're getting some spoilers already that there's going to be one of the theme decks is another frogman oriented water earth deck. So I'm like, oh man, I think that has some serious potential because water was on top for a reason. We had River of Time, the ability to go
Mhm.
again. You have Flood the Earth to kind of board wipe. Water has so much potential. So I'm hoping that water comes back swinging, but we'll see. Speaking of Seance, do you have any plans to go to any upcoming MetaZoo events? I know we got most likely. I think they were talking about doing Seance in Salem, and then I
Mhm.
think there's going to be Mothman Festival in West Virginia. Do you have any intention on going to any of those?
I'm not sure about the one in Virginia. I know I'm going to be most likely going to Kansas City. There's supposed to be a Collecticon there
Oh,
for
cool.
MetaZoo as well.
Yeah.
And Salem is like 2 hours away from me. So I'm probably going to be going to Salem as well.
Yeah, that's totally worth the trip. That's going to be a blast. And that all being said, now that like, how does it feel to be a part of MetaZoo history? You're one of the early tournament winners. Like, do you expect people to recognize you when you go to these events?
I feel like it sort of already started happening a little bit.
Yeah.
I did play in Casters. Yeah, I did play in the Casters Cup at Dallas.
Oh, sweet.
Um, I finished eighth day one, and then day two I finished 14th, and I was playing Frost as well.
Oh, wow,
It
that's
was
so
a
cool.
different build. Yeah,
Yeah.
I played Morpheus's with Omni Cooks.
Okay.
So uh, with the way they did things on day two for Blitz, I felt like I couldn't have. They did a ruling change. It kind of screwed me a little bit because I
Oof.
wasn't able to share cards anymore, so I wasn't able to get cards from teammates. I wasn't
Oh,
prepared
okay.
for the gassy deck because of that, so I kind of already like knocked me out of my chances of just winning first. But I felt like this was like my redemption of like, all right, there's no excuses now.
Yep.
Like I'm here to show the deck that should be winning.
Heck yeah.
So
Oh
it was
man.
kind of nice to have that second chance.
Yeah, no, that's amazing to really reaffirm like and the fact that you're running Frost at Dallas is just huge. That's so cool. Did you go up against any of the people that won Casters Cup? Like maybe did you face Metakai? Did you face Easton?
I unfortunately I did not play them. One of my friends actually played Easton,
Oh wow, that's got to
but
be
I did
intimidating.
play Edward Cho. What was that?
Oh, I was just saying that had to be intimidating.
Uh,
Such a great player.
I did play Ed Chalupa.
Okay.
He was I think he was my loss in think yeah, my only loss that day. On day one. He beat me with the first place medal. I
Gotcha.
didn't know that card was legal. I'm
Yeah,
used to like other games where like the prize cards aren't playable in tournament.
yeah,
So when
sure.
he played that with his board full of bees, I was like, "What does that do?"
Yeah, no, I would have
Oh
been
heck
like, oh
no!
God, yeah, that's intense. Oh man. Well, thank you so much for spending some time with me and chatting with me about your experience winning the tournament. Do you have any websites or social media you'd like to promote or anything like that?
I do have a YouTube channel that I'm starting to work more on. You can find me at Louis Kazooie, LuiKazooie.
Hell yeah.
If you type in Iceman Long Beach or first place Long Beach, it'll probably pop up. That's also my Instagram, Louis Kazooie. You can
Okay.
find me on there. I'm trying to be
Cool.
a little more social on the social medias.
Yeah, no, good brand. I love Louis Kazooie, and we'll have links to all that in our show notes. And last, before you go, do you have any tips for beginners? I know it's kind of a loaded question, but like anybody maybe just entering the game, what are your words to them?
I'd say this game kind of does have a little bit of a learning curve because there's just so much to learn. But I just say be patient with it. Take your time because you will learn it. It becomes second nature, and then once you have it like grasped, it gets so much more fun, especially when all the fourth wall stuff comes into
Oh
play.
my god,
So
definitely.
once you start understanding the game, it's just so much fun.
Yeah, it's the perfect game for casual, competitive. I absolutely love it. Thank you so much for joining me, Lewis, and hope to talk to you again soon. Hopefully, we'll play a game here in a little bit.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right,
Thank you for having me.
absolutely.